What's up everybody, Matt from the Game Initiative here, bringing you another episode of our Managed Mode commentary for FIFA 15. Firstly, my apologies for the short absence that's been on this series over the last week or so. I've just been really busy. I was writing up a review for GTA 5, so that took up a lot of time that week. And then last week I was ill as well, so I couldn't do too much of this. But I'm back to this now. We've only got a couple of episodes left to finish this season off, so they're going to be coming at you every day now for the rest of this week as we round up the season. So a very quick recap of where we were. We are in top of the league at the moment. I'm just going to find the table here and show you where we were. We're top of the league with not very many games to go. As you can see there, 8 points clear, but Chelsea have a game in hand, so let's call that 5 points clear with 5 games to go. So it's really going to come down to the wire, but it is in our hands and it is something that hopefully we can get over the line with now. We are also in the semi-final of the FA Cup, also against Chelsea. So that's our next game here, and considering I haven't played FIFA in the best part of 2 weeks, this is going to be a tough game anyway. And Chelsea, obviously, they beat us in the league. So what we will be doing though is playing our cup team as we have done in all of the cup competitions. Let's just check here. Everything is as it should be. Yes. And do I want to move anyone else onto the bench? No, that is fine. Attacking options throughout. We've done this in all of our cup competitions, and I'm keeping with one more change. So I've just noticed as we were coming out, the keeper. Need to put in the keeper of Scuffet. So there we go. So yeah, as I was saying, we've played with this team all the way through our cup competitions. It got us the Capital One Cup win, and it's got us to the semi-final of the FA Cup. So I can't turn my back on this team now, even though it's going to be very tough against Chelsea. But we'll just play our best, and we'll see what happens. Okay then guys, here we go. Wembley Stadium today, the venue for the semi-final of the FA Cup between Southampton and Chelsea. These two teams obviously battling it out in the Premier League and now battling it out in the FA Cup. For the winner, a place in the final, which will likely be against Arsenal but could also be against Sunderland. And it's something that we're going to have to play incredibly well to get there. You know, Chelsea, a very good team. Just looking there, looks like they've got their first team out for this game. So we're just going to have to play our best and hope that we can get some sort of result here. Cork plays it into Long. Long here, he has Mayer in the middle. Can he find him? He can! And Mayer and Southampton, with their first attack of the game, have got themselves a goal. It's come really from nothing. The opening 15 minutes has been a real cagey affair, but the ball here to Long, and not really any danger there. 4 against 1, but Mayer manages to get in between the defenders, and Southampton now, they have a goal and they have something to defend. 1-0. And Chelsea looking to come back straight away, but the shot's blocked and that's easy for Scuffet to collect. Cork has found Kishner. Kishner looks to cut inside, he hits it, and Kishner again. Southampton so clinical, only their second attack on goal. And now 2-0. They are in absolute dreamland here. Chelsea probably having more of the ball, but there was a little good back heel there. And then when Kishner, room to cut inside. Chelsea can't allow that, but they did. And Kishner clinical with the finish. And now Southampton in a really good position. 2-0. And here comes Chelsea now, looking to reply instantly. Ramirez, he goes down, but nothing given. And there we go, there's the half-time whistle. So Southampton go in at the break with a perfect first half performance. Not really letting Chelsea at their goal, sitting deep, waiting for their chances to come. And it was a game of very few chances, to be honest. It was just those 2 real efforts on goal. But most importantly, they were clinical. I mean, it says 1 shot, but it was 2 shots. Obviously, you saw them both. But there we go. Chelsea have had that 1 shot there from me, but it was comfortable for Scuffet after the block, and it's just been the perfect first half. As you can see, we've held the ball nicely, been patient, waited for our chances, and we are now in the perfect position for the second half where we can just sit deep and hit Chelsea on the counter and look for that third goal to kill it off. In toward Prowse. He finds Cork. Cork looking through the middle here for Long. Long, he has a go, but it's saved by Courtois. The first time he makes a save. Good promising start though from Southampton in this second half. Here is Ramirez. And Ramirez has found a bit of room here. He gets it across, but no one's there to apply the finishing touch. First real sign of danger there from Chelsea. It's a great early ball in towards Long. And he's onside. He'll cut inside now. Can he finish? Long. Oh, it's saved, but the tap in straight into the path of Mayer. And Southampton, they hit Chelsea on the counter-attack. And that should surely be it now. Southampton are heading back to Wembley. It was a great early pass to set Long free. And really good hold-up play. And an element of luck as the save fell straight into Mayer's path. And right place, right time for Mayer. And that is now 3-0 to Southampton. There's a good long ball over the top here. Chelsea get in and just about away. Well defended once again. Here come Chelsea. There's a good ball over the top towards Cahill of all people. But well defended from Cork. And flicked on. And now Mayer through to Long. And what? Why does it think I've said Xbox? For God's sake. Oh my God. Did I say Xbox? I'm pretty sure I didn't say Xbox. Oh dear. Stop listening. There we go. That was a real chance broken down there, but I've literally never had that happen to me before. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. Hazard, Aguero gets the cross in and it's stabbed home from the faintest of angles. So no clean sheet today. But I think from Mikel there in the 89th minute, it's no more than a consolation. Good finish, to be fair play to him, but luckily we've already done the damage. And that is the full-time whistle, and we are going to Wembley again. What a performance by the boys. We just were so well organised, so patient with our build-up, and we didn't have many chances against Chelsea, but when we did, we scored from them. I think realistically we maybe had 4 attacks and scored from 3 of them. That is just so key in this game. And we restricted Chelsea quite well. They did get a consolation goal in the end. But that's all it was. It was a consolation goal. And you can see there from the possession, controlling the possession. And in the end, a really good performance. And now we have a fantastic opportunity to complete the treble here. Something I really didn't expect us to do. I did not expect us to win that game, but we did. And we will find out soon enough who we're going to be playing in the final. Okay guys, so there we go. A fantastic result there. But no time to dwell on that. We've got to go straight back into the league here. A couple of emails. Management offer. No. We're not doing those. Rescheduling. Some money there for winning in the FA Cup. And I've just noticed again, I've spoken about this in my other videos. After just playing that FA Cup game, we've now got 2 games in 3 days here. So maybe over the Easter weekend, who knows, I don't know. But this first one up here is home to Spurs. And as you can see down in the bottom right hand corner, Spurs having a very good season themselves. They are 3rd in the league on 60 points. We don't want Spurs getting into the Champions League play. So hopefully we can get a result here to knock them down a peg or 2. Very quickly though, before we get into that game, we will just flip the team sheets back to our league team. I don't want to say first team because that cup team is they've won every single game they've played so far. We've obviously won the Capital One Cup and we're now going to Wembley in the FA Cup final. So can't knock them one little bit, but we'd still go with this team in the league. You know they are in theory our stronger players. And one more thing I will very quickly do, just in case you guys are interested, before we go back to the league, is we'll see who we've got in the FA Cup final, because we should now know that. And as you would probably expect, Arsenal came out victorious over Sunderland, so it's going to be Southampton versus Arsenal in the cup final. But before we worry about that, we have to get back to the league here and win a couple more games. So we're going to be 5 points clear with 5 to go. A better goal difference, so realistically we need to be probably winning 3 of our last 5 games, and that can start right here at home Against Spurs, yes, they're a good team, but at home, we always look to try and get a result at home. And at this time of the season, it's just an absolute must. Okay then guys, here we go. St Mary's Stadium today, the venue for Southampton versus Tottenham Hotspur. So a bit, kind of a top of the table clash here really, first versus third. And if you look at that goal difference though, obviously Spurs have obviously just been very efficient in their season so far, and it's a game I really think we've got to be winning. We beat them really convincingly earlier on in the season. I can't remember if that was in the league or the cup game, but we did have a very convincing win against Spurs. And you know, after the high of that FA Cup game, there's no reason why we can't go on and get ourselves another win here. Here comes Tottenham with the first chance of the game, and he's been given a penalty here. It's a questionable one. I mean, the obstruction is there. Does the player run into him? I don't know. But, oh dear, that's not the start we wanted. That's really not the start we've wanted. You'll see it again here. He does get the touch beyond Fonte. He does collide into him, and I suppose, you know, anywhere else in the pitch it probably is given. So, penalty here early on for Tottenham. Oh, we've got to try and save this if we can. Doumbia versus Forster. Which way is he going to go? He's gone that way and Forster saves it. Danger's not clear just yet though, and it is now. Great save, Forster. Spurs really hitting us hard early in this game. And the cross comes in. Keeper collects. And we can breathe a sigh of relief. And here comes Klein now on the counter-attack here for Southampton. Can they finish? Klein, he does! And I was just about to say how Southampton have really not got going at all. But with one chance, the same as the Chelsea game, with our first attack of the game, we get the goal and we get the lead. It's so efficient. Davis caught with the ball high up the pitch, and Klein playing a neat 1-2 on the halfway line with our Queso, I think it was. And from there, Klein, all the space in the world to run into, and he finishes like a striker. That is 1-0 to Southampton. And there we go, there is the half-time whistle. So at the break, Southampton do go in with the lead, 1-0. But to be honest, it's not been a great half for us. That is the only saving grace. We've had next to nothing in terms of going forward. Spurs have absolutely bossed it. Great save on the penalty by Forster. But it's not just been that. You'll see here in the possession, I'm sure Spurs have absolutely... Well, it says 50-50. The stats do not tell the whole story there. I generally believe that Spurs have had way more of the ball. At least it's felt like they've had way more of the ball than we've had there. But there you go. We've had those two shots there. The one obviously from Klein, and that shot that was saved at Lloris right at the end of the first half. And the one saving grace is we haven't let Spurs get right in on our goal just yet, with the exception of the penalty. But we do need to be better in this second half if we want to make sure of the 3 points today. So hopefully we can just be a bit more aggressive in this second half. Klein taking it on himself once again, and saved by Lloris. Really having very little at the moment. It says something when our right back is the one taking all the efforts on goal. But here we go again now. Rodriguez back to Wanyama. There's space there for Tadic. He's turned beautifully. Tadic on. The shot's weak in the end. That was a great chance. Well held though by Lloris. He's found Alcácer. It's really tight in there. Alcácer, he's found some room. Gets the shot away and saved once again by Lloris. This is a bit better from Southampton now. A bit of pressure on the Tottenham goal. Corner comes in. And here is Sandro. He hits one. But again, straight down Lloris's throat. And here comes Tottenham now. Klein with a tackle, but the danger's not over. He waltzes into our area. The cross comes in. Can it be away? It can't. And there's the Spurs player down, and it's a penalty again. Oh, that's a really unfortunate one. I've gone to press the button to clear the ball. The ball's got away, and rather than kicking the ball clear, look, rather than kicking it away, he slides in, and oh, that one is a nailed on penalty, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Can't be giving away all these penalties. Doumbia versus Forster, round 2. Does he go the same way? Does he go the different way? And Forster's so close to it. He just can't quite get his hand high enough. And the cheeky chip just about does enough. Oh, cheeky chip. And there we go. The equaliser. You can't say it's not been deserved from their first half performance, but 1-1 now. Here's Alcácer looking for an instant response. Alcácer! And that's just what Southampton needed. Back in front within a minute of going behind. Tadic and Alcácer combining. A little bit of luck there. But Alcácer doesn't need to be told twice to take the shot on. And Lloris with a very unorthodox attempt at the save there. Look at this. What's he doing? I do not know. But either way, I'm just happy that that's gone in. And Forster also incredibly happy. 2-1 now to Southampton. And there we go. There is the full-time whistle. And Southampton just about hold on to scrape out the victory today. It was not our best performance by any means. But we held strong, and whenever Alcácer's on the pitch, you always fancy him to get half a chance, and half a chance is all he needs to score. And once again, he has saved us. Forster obviously playing his part with that penalty save early on. Couldn't save the second one, but in the end, Alcácer comes up with a winner. He's had so many for us this year. And on the second half, I'd say we probably did deserve it. I mean, Spurs were much better up until we scored, or throughout most of the first half, but the second half we did improve, and more importantly we got ourselves the win. And you can see there Chelsea actually dropping points with a draw with Arsenal. So even though they've got that game in hand, that really helps us now. One down point to that last game is we did lose Rodriguez. There you go. He is out for 3 weeks with an injury, so that is disappointing, but not the end of the world, because we obviously do actually have 3 midfielders. Now we have Kishner and Mane, so we can put Mane into the team. He hasn't played for a while, but no doubt that he will be keen to impress. So there we go. Very quickly, a recap then of where we are. 4 games to go, or 5 games for Chelsea. So assuming they win that after their draw there with Arsenal, they are now 7 points behind us with 4 games to go, and that's a really good position for us to be in. If we can win the next game, it will be 7 points with 3, and then so yeah, we win our next 2 games basically, and we win the league. It's as simple as that. So in the next video, in fact, because we'll be doing 2 games in that video, the next video could be where we take home the title. First up, obviously, you can see there is a game against Sunderland. And what's our other game going to be? Is it a game that we can look to win? It's Sunderland and then Leicester. Away to Leicester, that's where we could win it. So a really good chance to wrap up the Premier League in that next video. So make sure you come back for that one. In terms of this one, we will be rounding up now. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with this commentary as we draw to a close of the first season now. So close to winning that. Not only the league, but also a great chance to win the FA Cup as well. So everything is going really well for Southampton Football Club at this moment in time. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.